Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i zapraszam was na kolejny let's play, tym razem z gierki Return to Małpiej Island, czyli powrót na Małpią Wyspę. Słuchajcie moi drodzy, gra swoją premierę miała w 2022 roku. Jest to tak naprawdę szósta odsłona, jeżeli chodzi o przygodę Guybrush'a Threepwood. Jak możecie sami zauważyć, gra jest w języku polskim, aczkolwiek oficjalnie ta gra nie wyszła w naszym rodzimym języku. Za sprawą forum Graj po polsku wyszło nieoficjalne spolszczenie, co mnie bardzo cieszy. Teoretycznie gierka została wyprodukowana przez 3 studia, ale najważniejsze jest to, że założycielem ostatniego studia jest Ron Gilbert, czyli tak naprawdę ojciec całej serii Małpiej Island. Można powiedzieć, że jest to taki jego powrót do korzeni. Mamy tutaj też oryginalną kreskę, jeżeli chodzi o grafikę, która może niekoniecznie się wszystkim spodobać, ale ja myślę, że w żaden sposób nie powinno nam to na dłuższą skalę przeszkadzać. Dlatego ja już nie przedłużam, rozpocznijmy nową gierkę i przeżyjmy tą przygodę wspólnie. Tryb tygodniowy, cała historia i zabawa, ale z niezobowiązującymi łamigłówkami dla zapracowanego gracza. Tryb weekendowy, więcej łamigłówek, trudniejsze łamigłówki, małpa pełną gębą dla pro-przygodowego gracza, który chce wszystko. Ja szczerze powiedziawszy, gram w tygodniu, a nie w weekend. Jak sami możecie zauważyć, u mnie na kanale w weekend odcinków nie ma, z tego względu, że ja po prostu wtedy nie nagrywam. Dlatego wybieram sobie tryb tygodniowy, ten łatwiejszy, też żeby w jakiś sposób nie zamęczać swojego mózgu. Czego? Mózgu? W każdym bądź razie bierzemy tryb tygodniowy i cieszymy się tym trybem, który akurat będziemy ogrywać. Preludium. Rozpoczyna się niespodziewana historia.
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here, gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on, I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way, you have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Całą naszą przygodę zaczynamy tak naprawdę od samouczka, ale już w którejś części z przygód Guybrush'a Threepwood mieliśmy podobny tryb, kiedy byliśmy dziećmi i dokładnie znajdowaliśmy się w tej samej okolicy. I też z tego co pamiętam musieliśmy tam kupić hot dogi, tak? Tylko nie jestem sobie w stanie przypomnieć, w której to było części. Kliknij na ziemię, aby chodzić. Porozmawiaj z LeChuckiem za pomocą lewego przycisku myszy.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Wejdź do chaty ze szkorbut dogami za pomocą lewego przycisku myszy. Tutaj w dołu ekranu mamy ekwipunek. Lista rzeczy do zrobienia młodych, potężnych piratów. Kupić szkorbut dogi. Fajnie, że mamy listę zadań, zawsze to ułatwia w jakiś sposób rozgrywkę. Przynajmniej będziemy trzymać jakąś chronologię wydarzeń. Co tu jest napisane?
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
No dobra, zanim wejdę do środka, zobaczmy, co tu się jeszcze znajduje. Czy jest prawdziwa?
Sounds real.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Okej. Pobudka.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
No widać, że tego pirata obudzić się w żaden sposób nie da. Wygłupiaj się, sprawdź beczkę. No, mamy tutaj odpoczynek pana szczura.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
No dobra, skoro LeChucki jest głodny, wejdźmy
Some
zatem
places
do...
you go have scurvy dogs with cheap.
Spójrz na te okulary.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money.
Wybierz swoją odpowiedź z poniższych opcji. Możemy dostać parę szkorbut dogów, możemy dostać pieczone kurze nóżki, możemy dostać kubek grogu, proszę.
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Ej, jeszcze nie skończyłem z nim rozmawiać. Ale skoro ma okulary, to prawdopodobnie ma też jakieś problemy ze wzrokiem.
Now what?
Dobra, chyba poprosimy go o szkorbut dogi, nie?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of eight, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of eight is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
No niestety żadnych pieniędzy w ekwipunku nie mamy.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
Nieważne.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Czyli musimy udać się do kibelka. Tutaj zresztą widzę, że mamy klucz na drewnianej nodze,
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
który pewnie jest do wychodka na zewnątrz. Z tego co wiem, to gierka ma niektóre elementy niespolszczone, w sensie 90% gry jest na pewno spolszczone. Te 10% gdzieś tam jakieś, nie wiem, pojedyncze kwestie mogą być jeszcze po angielsku, ale mam nadzieję, że nie będzie to wpływało w żaden sposób na fabułę i no gra będzie dla nas zrozumiała.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of eight.
Chcę jednego talara, tak? No dobra.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
On the key, aby podnieść.
I should pick this up. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Możesz spojrzeć na przedmioty, które podniosłeś do swojego ekwipunku. No mamy, zbadaj klucz do wychodka.
It unlocks the outhouse outside.
W takim razie nie pozostaje nam nic innego, jak się tam udać. No musimy zdobyć jednego talara.
Good, you unlocked it.
Dobra, co my tutaj mamy? Szukaj monet w kupie brudów.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
No szczerze powiedziawszy, też raczej do tego ręki bym nie chciał wkładać.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Fuj, okropne. Tak samo jak ta woda, którą mielibyśmy umyć ręce.
Gross. It isn't a piece of eight, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of eight.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Czyli fałszywa moneta trafiła do mojego ekwipunku, za którą prawdopodobnie uda nam się kupić corn dogi.
Gross. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Gross.
No widać, że coś tam okrągłego pływa, ale z tego co wiem, to monety nie utrzymują się na wodzie, więc musiało to być coś innego.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Exhibit removed. Aww. This would be great for apple bobbing. Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
A skoro są głodni, no to nie będziemy ich dłużej trzymać w niepewności i kupimy te corn dogi.
And brands.
Czy tam szkorbut dogi.
What can we get with this?
Fuj.
Tastes like a piece of eight. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Jak oni to zjedzą, to ja się pożygam.
I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
W sumie dzisiaj nie piątek, to mięso można jeść. A to, że tam było kilka much, no to nieważne. Jestem ciekaw, co powiedziałby sanepid,
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
wchodząc do tego lokalu. Bawić się i odkrywać, znaleźć naszych prawdziwych rodziców. Jestem ciekaw, czy po raz kolejny będę musiał te wszystkie elementy odklikiwać, żeby odznaczyło mi, że się pobawiliśmy.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
Sounds real.
Spróbuję jeszcze kliknąć na te drugie drzwi.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at. Smells like grog. Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Dobra, wydaje mi się, że w tej lokacji obczailiśmy sobie wszystko tak naprawdę.
I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Chodźmy teraz w tamtą stronę.
That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Spójrz na swoją listę rzeczy do zrobienia, otwierając swój ekwipunek. Jestem ciekaw, co Dee nam tam wypisała. O kurde. Bawić się i odkrywać, zdobyć kotwicę, pokonać Chuckiego w wyścigu, nakarmić kaczkę, dodać trochę sosu do mojego szkorbut doga, poćwiczyć szermierkę, znaleźć 4-listą koniczynę, pomyśleć życzenie przy studni życzeń i znaleźć rodziców. Sporo tego. A tu jest kotwica.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Czyli mieliśmy tutaj wytłumaczone pojęcie kotwica niczym z Wikipedii. Ale faktycznie dziewczynka ma łeb, jeżeli chodzi o informacje. Ale widać, że Guybrusha to w ogóle nie interesowało. Znudziło go to. Zasnął. LeChuckiem był bardziej zainteresowany. Ale widzę, że będę mógł pomijać jakieś dialogi. No i świetnie.
Hey, Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
LeChuck tak się rozpędził, że przypierdzili w drzewo. O, porozmawiaj z parą. Nasi może nieprawdziwi rodzice, ale... Mogę wziąć trochę chleba?
Hey, hands off!
Excuse me,
Yes?
Czy moglibyśmy dostać trochę chleba, żeby nakarmić kaczkę?
could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
A wiecie, że nie powinno się dokarmiać kaczek, łabędzi i tak dalej, tym bardziej takim chlebem?
Excuse me,
Yes?
Będziecie znów udawać naszych rodziców?
will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Ciekawe, co jest w koszyku.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days, you have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the...
Gotta run.
How rude.
I tym oto sposobem udało nam się podpierdzielić troszeczkę chleba. A tu chyba mamy nawet znak, że nie wolno dokarmiać.
Don't feed the duck.
No właśnie. Ale my tutaj łamiemy... Co to jest? My tutaj łamiemy wszystkie zasady.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Przeczytaj znak.
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if!
Ale gdzie ta czterolista koniczyna jest? Tutaj, tak?
I found one!
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
Dodać trochę sosu do mojego szkorbut doga. Poćwiczyć szermierkę. No dobra, kilka zadań mamy już wykonanych.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
Czyli w ten sposób sosu nie zdobędę.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Okej. Ugryź szkorbut doga. Fuj. Jeszcze te kawałki pleśni.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Wow, to co to było?
Do you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
Dobra, mogę z nią poćwiczyć czy nie?
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win!
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
No to nas podsumowała. Pomyśleć życzenie przy studni życzeń. No dobra. Ale gdzie w takim razie znajdę tą studnię życzeń?
I should find a coin to throw in.
Powinienem znaleźć monetę.
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
Dobrze, LeChuck, mówisz? W takim razie się jeszcze troszeczkę rozejrzę po okolicy. Ale ja tu nie widzę żadnej monety. Gdybyśmy tak weszli do sklepu.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run.
W sumie to nie jest sklep.
I guess they don't like visitors.
Nie poślizgnij się na tłuszczu.
Looks like they need a swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swabby. That is really, really low. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Ponaśmiewajmy się znów z jego okularów.
We already got food. I wanna go play now.
Ale widzę, że z gościem już więcej porozmawiać nie mogę.
That's where the outhouse key was.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
O, dostałem osiągnięcie. Medalu nie chcę, ale przydałaby mi się jakaś moneta. Ale widzę, że takowej nigdzie tutaj nie ma. I chyba w ten sposób monety nie zdobędę.
How much did you say grog is?
I told you, grog's only for grown-ups. Stop wasting my time.
Tutaj pewnie żadnego talarka już nie zdobędę, nie? Szukaj monet w kupie brudów. Mamy koniczynę, mamy chleb.
I am not doing that again. Gross.
No dobra. Czyli prawdopodobnie nie o to tutaj chodzi.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. Did you? They started then. The current, but you can on a modern anchor. That's to prevent a little flip. Most anchor about 30. Oh, but the word they're called. Yeah.
Nie chciałem z nią ponownie rozmawiać. Chciałem, żeby dała mi monetę, ale...
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Excuse me.
Would you boys mind letting us enjoy our day in peace? Thanks.
Jak zapłacicie, to będziecie mieli... A nie wiem, gdzie jest pieniądz.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop! Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asks me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melée to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Część pierwsza, przyjazne miejsce. I dostałem kolejne osiągnięcie.
Feels good to be back on Melée Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melée? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
LeChuck porwał moją żonę.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
To zły pirat-zombie duch, postrach mórz.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
Przez całą moją karierę byliśmy wrogami.
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Ten facet kradnie wszystkie moje najlepsze pomysły.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me.
Zorganizuję własną ekspedycję, moją.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melée. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Czyli standardowo, gierka z przygód Guybrush'a Threepwood zaczyna się prawie identycznie. To jak mini-obserwator.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Zanim wyruszymy w pełne morze, musimy zebrać załogę.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. Re-elect Governor Carla.
Okej. Spacer wzdłuż doków. Spacer wzdłuż doków. Czas porozmawiać z piracką starszyzną.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
O! Na tyłach baru Scum jest... Na tyłach z skarbami jest piwnica, olbrzymi wieloryb, kuchnia, trofeum wędkarskie. Jak pójdziemy tam, to się dowiemy.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Wszyscy odsyłają mnie na tyły.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Nie, słyszałem, żeby nastąpiła zmiana przywództwa.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Gdzie są ci trzej starzy piraci, którzy tu rządzili?
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Czy to z wami powinienem rozmawiać o sfinansowaniu wyprawy?
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Jestem Guybrush Threepwood, pewnie o mnie słyszeliście.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
To nie do końca jest napad.
It's not exactly a raid.
What else would we be interested in?
Zamierzam odkryć tajemnicę Wyspy Małp.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
To nagroda o nieobliczalnej wartości pieniężnej. To nagroda o niezwykłej wartości kulturowej. To odwieczna tajemnica, którą należy rozwikłać. To moja osobista pasja, naprawdę chcę ją odkryć.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
Czuję się poirytowany przez tych piratów. Biedny Guybrush. Czy moglibyście chociaż rozważyć wypłacenie mi jakichś funduszy?
Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Mogę sprawić, że będzie wam się opłacało pomóc mi w zatrudnieniu załogi.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Czy moglibyście wskazać mi chociaż dostępny statek?
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
Jeśli nie skorzystacie z tej okazji, LeChuck ją wykorzysta.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melée getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Jeszcze im pokażemy, kto jest tak naprawdę prawdziwym piratem. Zdobądź lub znajdź statek, odkryj tajemnicę Wyspy Małp i przeżyj ponownie dni chwały. Co ja tutaj mam jeszcze? Sprawdź moją sakiewkę. Otwórz album z ciekawostkami.
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
No dobra, zawsze jakieś monety. Ale co znajduje się na tyłach? Nie sprawdziłem.
The name seems to fit even better than it used to.
Ale ogólnie to jestem ciekaw... Na tyłach baru Skum jest olbrzymi wieloryb, kuchnia, trofeum wędkarskie, piwnica. Co by się stało, gdybym zaznaczył tutaj na przykład źle? A, strona znika, o kurde! Ale obstawiam, że jest to tylko i wyłącznie jako taka ciekawostka. Idź na dolną ulicę.
Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Miałem nadzieję, że pojawisz się w tej historii.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
Jak twój projekt zapobiegania szkorbutowi?
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Nie masz przypadkiem statku?
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
Yeah, I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks, I'll try that.
Na pewno coś znajdziemy. Wygląda na to, że oboje spotkaliśmy kapitan Madison.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
Musisz się zbierać.
I have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Bye.
No mam nadzieję, że z Elaine będziemy mogli jeszcze gdzieś tam przy okazji porozmawiać. Weź ulotkę.
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Jest uspokajające.
Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign says so. They're having a half-off sale. The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
To znaczy od czasu, gdy widzieliśmy się po raz ostatni, minęły lata.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Czyli kolejna osoba, która powiedziała mi, że powinienem udać się do doków. Mamy książkę z podpowiedziami. Jak zdobyć własny statek i załogę, nieważne. Mam nadzieję, że z tej książki nie będę musiał za często korzystać.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? This place has kind of gone downhill.
Jestem ciekaw, czy te symbole będą w jakiś sposób mi później potrzebne. Hej, to mapy Wally'ego i nie tylko.
Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melée. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. At Chamber of Commerce The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Czyli jest zamknięte. Po prostu.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Mamy jakąś starszą kobietę. Ale zobaczcie, tu też są wszędzie te symbole.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. It seems to be stuck closed.
Jest zamknięte, przynajmniej na tą chwilę.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
Wielkie wieści, idę po tajemnicy Wyspy Małp.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that.
Jeżeli będzie tam otwarte, to na pewno się tam udamy. Za co tym razem siedzisz?
What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
Zauważyłem, że nie powiedziałeś, za jakie przestępstwo cię zamknęli.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Zrywanie kwiatów z ogrodu gubernatora wydaje się nierozsądnym pomysłem.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Postaramy się, przyjacielu, wyciągnąć cię z tej celi.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Ten goście zawsze tak dziwnie wymachuje rękoma. Przykro widzieć cię w więzieniu.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
Miałem wielką nadzieję, że uda mi się kupić coś od ciebie na statek.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
No faktycznie, gościu ma związane ręce kajdankami, nie zauważyłem. Czy mógłbym dostać od ciebie statek po wyjściu z więzienia?
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Czy możesz mi polecić konkurenta?
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Stary, my potrzebujemy statku. Jakieś wskazówki, jak ukraść statek od kogoś innego?
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
No dobrze, dzięki chyba.
Okay, well, thanks I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Jesteś pewien, że nie ma sposobu, żebym dostał od ciebie statek?
Are you sure there's no way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. It's starting to look like LeChuck's ship really is the only available ship on the island.
No ale ukraść statek LeChuckowi nie będzie prosto. Jesteś pewien, że nie ma dobra, co zrobiłeś, że cię aresztowano?
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
Co dokładnie rzekomo zrobiłeś dla ludzi, przez co zostałeś aresztowany?
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melée Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Ja zawsze mówię, nie, że ktoś robi jakiś szwindel. Nie miałeś kiedyś praktyki prawniczej czy coś w tym stylu?
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Pomogłoby, gdybym wyciągnął cię z więzienia?
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Jesteś pewien, że nie chcesz, żebym cię wyciągnął?
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Nie, to nie. Czy jest coś jeszcze, co mogę dla ciebie zrobić?
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Szczoteczka do zębów. Nie ma problemu. Idę po tajemnicę Wyspy Małp.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
Do zobaczenia później.
See you later.
Yep.
Szczoteczka do zębów dla tego gościa. Drewniany klucz dla tego gościa.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp. Without the clean part.
Odwiedź ślusarze. No i mamy znowu jakieś symbole dziwne. Słuchajcie, moi drodzy, w tym miejscu kończymy ten odcineczek. No, mamy tutaj dużo dialogów, ale wiemy, że jest to początek gierki i musimy się tak naprawdę z wszystkim zapoznać. Mam nadzieję, że ten odcinek wam się podobał. Dzięki wielkie, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!